Hello and welcome back to New World. So it looks like EA might actually have some competition in the life simulation industry. Now it's this new game that has been buzzing around called inZOI. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And it is a brand new life simulation that takes a lot of inspiration from The Sims 4 and also takes tons of inspiration from Grand Theft Auto. Now this game looks insane. The graphics are amazing. The attention to detail is unlike anything I've probably ever seen in a life simulation game. The customization is there. The interaction is there. The feel looks like it is made with complete passion and the game looks insane. Now, my only speculation is this real? Because if it is real, this is going to shake up the industry. So if you like the content that I put out, if you like everything that I've been doing so far with these head talking videos, please do not be afraid to subscribe, comment, like. This is a community that I'm growing here. But let's go ahead and talk about this because I have a really strong opinion on how EA has been handling things. So let's run off a little bit of history. So EA makes life simulation games. They make The Sims, and The Sims has been a huge cash grab for EA and the fans that support and really love life simulation games. And the reason of this is because you can obviously see that they have no competition. There is no competition when it comes to life simulation games that make as high quality and as much detail as the Sims franchise does. And it is kind of sad. It's the same thing with NBA 2K, how they can sit there and really pull the pockets of a lot of people solely because they do not have any type of competition and they think that is granted, and they think that, hey, we can just take money out of people's pockets and just say, hey, there's no competition, so we're going to charge you anyways and you're going to buy it because you want this feature. And it's insane that The Sims actually launched. The Sims 4 actually launched with no toddlers. They launched with no pets. And these are things that people had to pay about $40 for. If you want every single expansion in the Sims franchise, in the Sims 4 franchise, it costs about $600 to $700. It is an insane amount of money. But enough of EA. You kind of understand the frustration that I'm having with EA solely because of there's no competition. But now there is. And inZOI looks amazing. So off the bat, the graphics look insane. It looks like it was made from a company that really enjoyed the Sims games, but actually understood where they lacked a lot. And I think that they have been waiting to do something like this. They've been paying attention to the community, especially when I've seen how they have filters and how diverse the clothes are. It looks really good. Now it looks like it was made with Unreal Engine 5, so we'll see how performance is when it comes to that. But overall, the vibe of the game and the way that it looks and the way that the attention to detail looks is insane. Now it looks like you can have a job. It looks like you can have relationships, have kids. Animals and kids look like they're included with the base game, which looks insane. The level of detail is there. You can also build, and it looks like you can tweak the world a little bit as well. There's also weather control that I've seen so far. Overall, it is really made from a company that is actually passionate about life simulation type games. Now, my biggest question is, I own a 4090 and I understand that it is a very insanely powerful card, but the normal consumer does not have time, resources, or anything to be spending around $1,800 to $2,000 on a graphics card solely just to play games. Now, I want to create content, so that's a little bit different for me, but for the regular person, like the casual gamer, right? They want to be able to run games at a fairly decent amount and be able to enjoy it the best way they can. Now, I hope the optimization things are okay and everything runs well because this game looks insane. The first thing that really struck out to me, honestly, was the interaction with a lot of the NPCs, because a game can look great, but how does the interaction look? And it looks like the animations look extremely fluid. They look extremely updated. Nothing looks too cartoon, and I understand that some people really did not like the Sims 4 style of the cartoonist. So now this actually brings realism inside of the games, and it actually brings that community back from the Sims 3 that I remember that really enjoyed the realism of the game and really enjoyed where it was going. And I know going from the Sims 3 to the Sims 4, people thought it was going to be an insane graphical leap, but it wasn't. Now, the character customization looks really good. The design team really looked like they actually cared about what they were putting inside of this game. From the different color swatches to actually how the clothes fit, they fit really good. The diversity of how many outfits you can have. When it comes to making outfits and making characters, especially in live simulation games, you have to make it be able to fit that personality of people that they're making. If you want to make a teacher, it could look like a teacher. But if you want to make a crook, it can look like a crook. There are two different things, but it doesn't seem like in a lot of games, well, especially The Sims, because that's kind of the only thing, but we can talk about a lot of games in general. The character customization has become extremely lackluster and really expressing that personality. And it looks like in this game, you actually can. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the furniture and how customizing your home looks. And when I tell you, whoever is the design person on that team did a fantastic job. I love the meshes. I love how realistic it looks. I love how everything feels like home and it doesn't just feel like placeholders. It looks really, really, really good. And I know in The Sims, the longer time, the better the home looks, but it looks like with meshes like these and textures like these, you can really create the vibe and the home that you were looking for, because in The Sims, it is actually extremely lackluster. And there are so many items and the UI is so small, it is actually extremely difficult to be able to do that. Now, let's talk about world interaction and how the characters interact with each and every character and NPC there. It looks like the interaction is really cool. I've seen a lot of NPCs, so I hope each and every one of them are able to be talked to. In games like this, it is, because there's not really dialogue. It's just voice pitches up and down and just different fake languages, which is really good. So hopefully all these characters and all these NPCs are able to be talked to. It looks like each NPC is diverse, which is really, really cool. There are cars in the background, so I hope that you can drive. I really do. I really hope that you can drive. And one thing that I've seen when it comes to the world interaction is you're able to fight people. You're able to get your hand and slap someone in the face, pour water at them. So it seemed like expression and passion really shows inside of these characters, which is really good. And that is what was extremely lackluster in The Sims, because it is so dramatic and it's like, man, it's funny, but for people that actually want to play games, especially life simulators like this, it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort to be able to let somebody feel that emotion or feel that way when it comes to interaction, because it's a huge thing in life simulator games. Are they reacting realistically, or are they being too overdramatic? Will that throw off the immersion for the player? Some people just want to sit back, kick back, and make a actual family, actual world. But man, this game looks amazing. Now, let's talk about the InGame Filters, which is really cool. That really showed me personally that they really care about the industry. They really are passionate about this game. It showed me so much about how passionate they are about this game, because for a game to have in-game filters, it has to come from somewhere. And one thing about the Sims community is that everybody uses some type of in-game filter. So it looks like these people are extremely hip to the Sims culture and the Sims vibe. It looks like you're able to have jobs. You're actually able to go and like sweep floors and put stuff on shelves, and it looks like you have a shift with your week, which is really, really cool. The attention to detail in this game is insane. Now, I hope that this game is real. I hope it's not like the day before where we're kind of speculating if it's real or not. People are actually going to be able to put their hands on the game to have some kind of event. So I'm very excited to see. This looks like a company that really loves life simulation games, really wants to fix where the Sims lack and actually have some competition. Already, the realism and how things look and how beautiful they are already makes me want to play this over The Sims. The customization, and we're actually not even thinking about the modding support and what mods can come to this game. Mods with The Sims were really, really good. When it comes to bringing that culture of modding over to this game called inZOI, it is going to be insane. I hope you guys liked the video. Really want to talk about life simulation things, because I feel like those are very lackluster. And do you think EA will make a comeback with The Sims 5, or is this their biggest competition? Because it looks like they want to go in the open world state as well with this game, and I'm pretty sure they knew that this was brewing, and I know that they have some crazy competition. So if you like the content that I put out, please like, comment, and subscribe. New World out.